What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and I just spent all weekend playing the new Mirror's Edge Catalyst beta, and I wanted to give you my first impressions on how the game plays so far. Let's start off with the fact that this isn't your typical beta. They're not really testing a server or anything. Instead, we're actually getting to play through roughly the first hour of the game. We are seeing the origins of Faith and what led her down the path of becoming a runner in this dark future. The story opens with our hero being released from prison. In this age, knowledge truly is power. Corporations control the phone lines, the internet, really anything that they can get their hands on, but a small group of people have chosen to disconnect from society and personally carry messages outside the grid. It's a dangerous job and most people don't live long doing it, but Faith and her friends have decided to dedicate themselves to the cause. As soon as we step out of the front gates of prison, we encounter our first fellow runner, a man named Icarus. He's here to show us the way back to base, and he also implants Faith with a special device that lets her constantly see the perfect path to her destination. Essentially, this is just a clever way to show us all the new moves that we're going to be using for the rest of the game. Mirror's Edge is all about parkour, staying moving, staying low, and staying alive. Speed is your greatest weapon and the thing that keeps you breathing, so following these ghostly red trails can really mean the difference between landing the next jump and falling to your death. Right off the bat, it's clear that the gameplay has been completely overhauled. While missions are focused on getting to your objective in the shortest time possible, we have new ways to travel across these glass-covered towers. Each area is kind of like a puzzle where you need to figure out the fastest way to get through it and keep moving at full sprint. Whether it be springboarding off a bar to launch yourself to a higher platform, swinging around inside an abandoned warehouse, or wall running over a collapsed part of a building, the system is always fluid. The game encourages you to experiment and really think things out on your own. Early on, it might show you a pipe that can be climbed, which leads to a wire that you can slide down, but later on in the beta, I found myself turning off runner's vision and really getting lost in the levels for myself. If you look for them, they're small, subtle clues that direct you down the most efficient path, and I like that there seems to be some real skill involved in teaching players to watch for environmental hints as they go. With a little practice, the city becomes our own personal playground, and it's awesome to get to take part in this secret war for knowledge. During this beta, we got to do a variety of mission types. Faith and her teammates of course run messages, but they also try and knock out communications arrays, hack billboards, and when necessary, go toe-to-toe with the police. This is my favorite new feature in Mirror's Edge Catalyst, the combat system. Much like how everything in parkour is about the momentum of your movement, this now carries over to the fighting system as well. Cops are wearing riot gear and equipped with stun batons to stop anyone they see as a threat, so taking them down requires a lot of force. What you need to keep in mind is the more speed you've built up, the more damage you deal with each attack. Say you run straight across a rooftop, slide, and kick an enemy with all your strength. This could seriously hurt him, but not quite knock him out. Here's where you need to get clever. You can now multiply the damage you deal by crashing enemies into objects, off ledges, or even against each other. Using a wall kick to push two dangerous foes into an electrical box can seriously dish out some pain, but what feels even better is using a high-hanging bar to crush them above like Batman. I love that there's so many new techniques to use in combat, because fighting was by far the worst part of the original Mirror's Edge. The developers clearly listened to fan feedback, and it looks like they're crafting something that will be a real treat. Overall, my only major complaint is that the game now has a rather pointless RPG leveling system. By completing jobs in a short amount of time, you get experience points, which lets you further customize your character. If this was just adding extra hits onto combos or something simple like that, I'd understand, but a few of these are very important skills, like an action roll that makes longer falls survivable, or a shield that helps you avoid incoming bullets. It makes me wish that this was a more normal action game, and that the side quests were just something to add on to the already deep, fascinating world, instead of being something that locks out progression. Okay guys, that's my thoughts on the game so far. How about you? Did you try out the Mirror's Edge beta? Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. Thanks so much for watching gamers, this has been DreamcastGuy with another review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. And climb some buildings. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.